Oh, they might.
We are 11 days away from the WNBA season started, and thinking about what can I do to get ready for the WNBA season. I said, you know what, Cole, let's brainstorm some storylines going into this season. So this is what we came up with. How will this season turn out? Viewership, merchandise sales affect the CBA come October. Matter of fact, I have the actual date for you. How about Halloween is the expiration date of the current CBA?
Good
That
boy.
is on Halloween, October 31st.
I'm sorry. Sorry. Wrong button. Sorry.
One of the things that Coach Johnson is focusing on, how will the media cover the WNBA? Is it solely focused on Caitlin Clark? Or are they going to cover the league as a whole?
I have an answer to that, but I'll wait for Cole's answer first.
Well, if they're about the health of the league, they're going to have to focus on other people. But uh, considering that we have seen and we've seen this in the NBA, and we clowned it a little bit in the last segment, they will do like what Chris Tucker said in Rush Hour 2, follow the money. And so whenever Caitlin Clark goes, I could see the media would be like, like they are hungry, and basically the media is nothing more than like the little boys and girls you see in the commercials that you hear Sarah McLachlan sing "Angel" on.
It reminds me of the line from the Two Jakes from 1990. You can follow the action, which gives you good pictures. You can follow your instincts, which will get you more than likely get you in trouble. Or, and Cole, you love this part, you can follow the money, where 9 times out of 10 get you closer to the truth.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I find frustrating. They now, I think now you found your cash cow, and you're going to see a whole lot of people beat that cash cow almost under the ground. And for the league to survive and thrive, you can't do that. Now, you can find ways to make that cash cow blossom further, yes, but you can't ignore other aspects. You can't ignore that team out in Las Vegas. You can't ignore the defending champs in New York. You can't ignore budding teams like the Sky and the Dream. You can't ignore other aspects of the league growing at the
Nor
same
can
time.
you avoid Minnesota.
Oh, the Lynx. Thank you.
Lynx, the Dallas Wings. Now that they had their own cash cow in Paige Beckers, which I suspect is going to be part of a budding rivalry. And if the WNBA were smart, they would capitalize not only on that rivalry with Caitlin Clark and Paige Beckers, but a finals rematch, which is to come later in August as part of an inaugural rivalry week with the New York Liberty and the Minnesota Lynx. You have Brittany Griner going back to Phoenix, with her being part of Atlanta and going back to play the Phoenix Mercury. One thing, and we've all spoken of this at separate times, I'll speak about it here. They got to capitalize on rivalries, because now you got some budding rivalries in the league that can bring you a ton of money if you do it right.
I got another rivalry for you. Another one.
Talk to me.
LA and Vegas. Now that Kelsey Plummer's over there.
I'll give you another one, and this is one of the rivalries a lot of people want to capitalize on, but the players weren't ready. Indiana, Chicago, and I'll be seeing all four of those.
I was just getting ready to say that. But we getting that first game of the season. This is the one thing that I will say the WNBA did a phenomenal job with. That weekend, unfortunately, it's my weekend of work, so I won't be able to catch them. I have to catch them when I get home. But to have the Liberty and the Aces start that weekend.
Dre, I got you.
And to have the Aces.
Dre, I got you. You at work? I got you. Put your headphones on. I'll do an alternative call of that game. I got you.
Which he does, by the way.
To have the Aces have to see the Liberty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get them rings. Yep.
That game is going to be epic. That game is.
We all have seen teams get their ring. We've seen ring nights. A lot of people have seen ring nights in person. I saw it with the Bulls 3 separate times, 2 in the stadium and 1 in the United Center.
Yeah.
You having to be the opponent of the team that gets their rings, and you're the sacrificial lamb for that. Dre, you've seen it with the Patriots so many times over. I've seen it with the 49ers. Like I said, we all have seen it in different sports and different aspects. But you got to be the opponent of the New York Liberty who just claimed their first championship, and you have to see it. Like I told you, I got you. I will make sure I do that. Put your earbuds in. I'll schedule it, and I'll make sure I get that call for you.
Speaking of Caitlin Clark, how will year 2 with her in the Indiana Fever will go?
I'll answer that.
You got it on your belt now. And by the way, I have said this plenty of times. Coach Johnson has agreed with me, and I'm pretty sure Snowman and Dre would agree with me. Indiana won the offseason.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely.
Which is where I was going.
They definitely
which is where I was going. It started with the coaching change.
Mm-hmm.
It started getting a familiar face behind the bench in Stephanie White. This is her second tour of duty with the Indiana Fever, and also she led them to their lone title in 2016. But now what the Fever did is get not only pieces around Caitlin Clark, but the right pieces.
But Indiana fans, Caitlin Clark fans, don't be so jumpy. It might take some time for these ladies to gel together.
It's going to take a bit.
It's going to take
that I can tell you. It is going to take a bit.
So if they struggle out the gate, don't
get too
antsy. Don't panic. It might take some time.
It'll also weed out, and Playmaker, you showed me this best last year, and I thank you for this, my brother, who the real fans are. Are they a fan of Caitlin Clark, or are they a fan of the team?
Nah, there's a lot of them that's just fans of Caitlin Clark.
Y'all get the idea. I did 40 of their games last year. and a lot of them were just fans of Caitlin Clark, not of the whole team. And every time I mention that 1 month break from the All-Star game through the end of the Olympics gave the Fever their legs back. You can look at the numbers, but this is the one number I will point out. In the second half of the year last year, the top scoring team in the WNBA was the Indiana Fever at over 90 points a game. In fact, they were the only 2 teams to put up multiple 100-point games, and they did that in the same week.
What I tell you about Coach Johnson and these visuals?
This guy's funny.
Listen,
what did I tell you about this man?
I will echo something that I say. With this visual right here, I will echo something that I say a lot on my show. Find the lie.
It's the truth, and this is coming. This is coming from somebody. Go ahead, Playmaker. Go ahead.
But I think this is a good thing for Caitlin Clark because she had an off season. She's not the talk of the town. She's not the talk of the town. She was able to go in the background, do whatever she needed to do to get herself ready for year 2.
She was able to go in the background and sleep, among other things. She was able to get her legs under her and learn her and start to learn her teammates. First 4 or 5 games, I can tell you they're going to struggle coming out of the gate because you're talking the difference between preseason and regular season.
Mm-hmm.
And when the regular season tip goes up, they're going to have a big fat ass bullseye on their back.
They are. Yes, they are.
They're going to have a bullseye on their back, and the first team they get to face is Chicago.
I'm telling you, they did a phenomenal.
I'm looking forward to that first game because it's not only Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark, but now they have Haley Van Lith on that team.
Haley Van Lith. Not to mention Courtney Vandersloot has returned for her second tour of duty with Chicago. So both teams are pretty stacked.
and Cardoso
and Camilla, and a healthy,
So,
the
and
a
biggest,
healthy Cardoso at this one.
a healthy Camilla Cardoso, because in the last 3 games against Indiana, Cardoso played very limited or did not play at all. Now, with her having her legs under her, we're going to see how these two teams can counter each other. And I will have coverage of that game when the season tips off. So
now let's go to where Dre is resided at, where my favorite team is at.
Brooklyn.
We got the first one. We finally captured that first title. But now, can the New Orleans repeat? Is the question.
They got all the pieces. Why can't they? They got all the pieces.
That's a team out there in the Twin City that are looking for revenge.
Oh yeah, Minnesota.
There's another team out there who we be opening the season again that is like, wait a minute. Y'all just now tasted this. We've been tasted this, and we want that taste back. And the Las Vegas
They didn't
Aces.
lose anybody. They just gained. I mean, let me not say they didn't lose anybody because they lost Plum, but they added the gold Mamba to their team. And that's dangerous. And Chelsea Gray is healthy. She's not injured this year. And she's going to take this season very personal because it was a lot of people talking heavy shit about her last year. Saying that she may be done. Well, guess what? She's going to be healthy this year.
And then which leads us to probably me and Johnson's favorite storyline going into the season. Asia Wilson is the best player in the WNBA.
She is.
Say that again, please.
Asia Wilson is the best player in the WNBA.
Yes, one more time for those of us in the cheap seats. But one more time for those of us in the cheap seats at the old Thomas and Mack Center.
Asia Wilson of the Las Vegas Aces. It is the best player in the WNBA.
Yes, she is.
But the question that me and Cole has, and can she keep it this year? Because you do have Nafisa Collier up in Minnesota.
Nafisa Collier in Minnesota, Sabrina Ionescu in New York, couple of
the aforementioned Caitlin Clark.
The aforementioned Caitlin Clark in Indiana.
Yeah. You're gonna have a few coming for that.
Quite a few. And as guys around me have said best, and my wife has said the same, I'm here for it.
So am I.
I am here for it, gentlemen.
I am all for it. And I think I was on my OG's pod yesterday. And more of a reason on why I'm looking forward to this season is because we get 44, 45 games this year.
44.
That's right.
44 games.
44 games.
And they changed the finals format because it's not a best out of 5 no more.
It's a best of 7.
Best of 7.
It is a best of 7.
So that's more TV time these women are getting. So I am.
And it's more TV time that they deserve.
And I'm all
and they have blossomed from playing only one championship game to a potential 7-game series, which is what a lot of us true fans of the WNBA were clamoring for in the first place. They've switched from halves to quarters. That was the first major change. They lessened the shot clock from 30 to 24, and now you've got a best of 7 final series.
That's right.
So those are the storylines for me and Cole Johnson going to the WNBA season. Man, if everything works out and we can do the show Friday, we can give you our top 5 players going into the season. And then next Monday, our 5 best teams that we're looking forward to. So y'all get ready.
I think we touched on all of that here.
I got something to say.
What's up?
Go ahead, Dre.
Well wishes to Georgia Amore.
Yes.
Who unfortunately tore her ACL.
I talked about that last week.
Oh my God, no! I was looking forward to seeing her play.
So was I.
I was looking forward to seeing her.
I was very much looking forward to that Washington team. I mean, I didn't think they was going to make any noise, but I thought that they was going to make it very interesting for those top teams that are going to be playoff contenders. I was very looking forward to seeing what she could bring on that court. But unfortunately, she tore her ACL in training camp. I was looking forward to seeing. Well, I mean, Nika Mule. I kind of figured she probably was going to miss this season anyway. because she saw hers overseas, and I kind of figured she was going to be done. Jordan Hurston is still out. What is it? Katie Lou Samuelson. She just tore her ACL. So I don't know what's going on in Seattle, but they need to get it together because they got
quick
players. They got players
and quick.
ACLs.
I'll tell you one rookie I'm looking forward to. Aside of Paige Beckers, one rookie I am looking forward to seeing is Sonia Citron from Notre Dame. I had a chance to see her up close and personal during this past tournament. Man, she's going to be a wild card in the Rookie of the Year race. Sonia Citron is going to be a wild card in that Rookie of the Year race, especially if she can come in and provide an immediate impact. And I do mean immediate, which I think she will. But I'm looking forward to seeing what Sonia Citron can do, and I'm also looking forward to see what Haley Van Lith can do. Can I preach about it? I'm looking forward to seeing what this rookie. I'm looking forward to seeing what this rookie class can do.
Listen,
hey, like I said earlier, Cole Johnson heard me. Brian Snow heard me.
I did.
I told y'all WNBA is going to be a wave coming.
It's
coming in waves.
It's going to be a riot. It's going to be a riot.
You said,
and it's sad that we only get 44 games to watch.
I am still salivating for the time that Juju Watkins is drafted.
It's coming,
man.
I'm salivating for that time.
I'm going to make a prediction right now. When the time Juju Watkins gets drafted, I want all of y'all with me when we see that announcement live. Because I did the first round of the WNBA draft this year, though it was with a heavy heart. A shout to our dearly departed brother, Mr. Darian Hopkins, who unfortunately we lost him a little less than 4 weeks ago. And he was so keyed up for this season because of Caitlin and Paige and everybody else. So I decided every stream that I do is going to be, part of it is going to be in his honor. And whatever contributions come in through my streams, a portion of it's going to go to his family, and that'll happen at the end of the year. But we are going to honor him with the same fervor that he had for women's basketball. I'm looking forward to it.
Told you, WNBA, they coming in waves. Y'all better be ready. They coming in waves.
I hope they're ready, because the crazy thing is, it seems like we on the same accord, because I've tried to warn people years ago. About women's basketball. And everybody was joking around, laughing about it. Nobody cared about it. These same people I've known for years used to dog women's basketball.
And still do.
Man, they need to dunk. So I'll follow it when they start dunking.
And then Lisa Leslie showed up, and then Candace Parker showed up. And they say you need to lower the rim. Okay, really? This is from a guy who has covered women's basketball for the entirety of his 30 years. High school girls basketball, women's college basketball, and the WNBA for most of its entirety. There was a boom coming, and I was saying this a decade ago. There was a boom coming. I said it and Cole was with me the day I said it after the Indiana Fever won their championship in Indianapolis. That there's going to be a boom coming. It's going to take a while. That time is here.
Is now.
Well, that time is here.
I'm all for it.
I'll get ready. Because
it's going to be
the WNBA season is coming, and trust me, it's going to be a lot to talk about this season.
Listen, folks, if you haven't checked out Playmaker's Shooting Lights Out podcast before, especially when it comes to women's basketball, you better lock this thing in, because Playmaker and I have discussed women's hoops ad nauseum and at length. Cole and I have done the same thing. Dre, I look forward to talking about it with you throughout the course of the season, because what I want to put together, and I invite all you guys to be part of it with me, is a weekly WNBA show that goes in, out, up, down, and all around it, because women's sports has been a passion of mine for as long as I've been active as a broadcaster. And as I said, this will be my 30th year doing it. And Dre, I echo your point. There were people that will dog women's sports and still do it to this day.
No,
Playmaker has
can't
seen,
do nothing. Can't do it like
listen,
the guys.
Playmaker has seen me cover women's basketball. There will be days I come in the studio and I'm dog tired. And by the end of the game or 2 games that I do, I'm even more tired, but I'm so hyped I can't stand it. I'm waiting. I'm all for this season. I am so hyped about it.
You ain't the only one. You ain't the only one. You ain't the only one.
11 days away.
You
The 2025 WNBA season tips off. That's
Dre,
y'all
gonna have to come on with me because I'm gonna have Allison Moran on, who is my partner on Thursdays. During my morning show, I got a bunch of people lined up to talk women's basketball, period. And there are going to be a couple times my wife's going to join me because she knows how much of a passion this is for me and has been for the time I've been active.
What's your social media handles?
Find Snowman Multimedia.
And that's on all of them?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Snowman Multimedia and Snowman Sportsnet. I'll put it in the back chat for you so you can follow them all.
All right.
But it's going to be... Oh, it's going to be hot. Yes,
11 days away. So here we go. Y'all get ready.